if we were out and you were dressed in a certain way, yeah, that I told you not to dress, yeah, and a man says something to you, you're gonna expect me to protect you now, but I told you not to wear that. So what happens when my man mashes me up? Because do you understand what I'm saying? What happens when my man mashes me up?
Are you emotionally available for women? Would you say you're a lover boy?
I would say I'm not now. I'd say when I was younger, I cared more. Do you know what I'm saying about women in that sense? And now, it's kind of like, as I've gotten older, I've just moved into my dad, bro. It's weird. You know them ones? Like, brother, I swear down, like I'm literally my dad.
Is that a good thing though?
It's a great thing because I look up to my dad, like, you know them
for
ones?
women though, as in how we handle situations with women.
Yeah, it's great because I feel like now, because I'm very much more to the point and very much direct and indifferent, bro. Women prefer that. They prefer a man that knows what they want, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The choice is, yeah, with men, when you're women and are in, women don't like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is with me, yeah, immediately, when I see a woman I like, I test for compliance immediately, bro. Because my thing is...
test for compliance, explain that.
Because my thing is, yeah, like, you know we talk about masculine and feminine. Like, masculinity is very disagreeable. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, femininity is, oh yes babe, whatever. Like, that's what it is. And this is why, because they're so they're so agreeable and they're so kind of malleable like that. This is why you don't give them choices when it comes to food and that. You don't say, oh, like, you choose. Bruv, it's mad unattractive to women. If you say, oh yeah, I'm taking you out, oh, where do you want to go?
Yeah, you be there forever.
Nah, bro. My thing is, yo, we do it on Thursday. Cool, 7 o'clock. Dressed like this, I'm picking you up. You don't even need to ask me where we're going because I've told you what to wear and I'm picking you up, which means I'm paying. So why are you asking me?
No, you don't think that? Now,
Women hearing this, okay?
Yeah.
I think the way you've worded it, they're gonna see it as you being like a Myron, like a tape, because it's very. This is what we're doing. If you're not happy with this, take the high road.
No, yeah, it is take the high road. You know why? Because at the end of the day, yeah, you see with us men. The one thing, everyone's seen the Titanic. When the thing was going down, all the men were on the boat, cuz. We was on the boat. The women and children was getting in the boat, and the man that was still playing the instruments were dying. You know what it was there? So, literally, because I know, yeah, like, and I watch you lot show when you lot were talking about like the average earnings in the country and what man have to do X, Y, Z. I know, yeah, that if a gal is with me, yeah, or dating me, and I know where I fit. The one thing about men are very good at knowing their levels. I've spoken to man, and like one of my good friends, he's married, got a youth now, but brother, imagine the whole time we were growing up, I had bare different gal. This guy had no gal. Do you know what I'm saying? My Ghanaian brethren wanted to do his masters in that. He said, listen, I can't afford a girlfriend, so I ain't fucking with no girls, blood. To the point where all the time we were growing up, man was just like, wow, we never see him with no girls. My man got his masters, did boom, 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 making his money. Now he's got his wife and his youth before man.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because he understood in his head, yo, they're an expense and I can't afford them. Do you know what I'm saying? And I can't afford the emotional time and all the shit that it takes to do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Outside of the money which you mentioned.
But it's not just the money, it's you have to be, in life, you have to be a certain kind of character to do what you do. You see, like today, when I messaged you on your story, when you was like, yo, if I cared about my mental health, man couldn't be mashing these things. I couldn't be making this money, I couldn't be making these moves. Because as a man, yeah, bruv, you have to go through the fire to come out the other side to have these things. So you naturally have certain traits that women find attractive and other men admire as well, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because not everyone can do what man can do.
I'm trying to get out, so I've been going therapy.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going again tomorrow.
Yeah.
My third session. Because I realised that I've got a block, I think, emotionally sometimes, where this sort of mindset I put myself in, similar to yours, but I just don't say it as bad as you say it.
Let's expand, yeah, because I don't think you need therapy, and I'm going to tell you why, but you go.
Yeah, because I'm trying my best to, so sometimes when I'm around a woman, okay, and where I don't want it my way or the highway, but I'm very irritable.
No, it's okay if you do want your way the highway. You can say that.
I don't think it's good. I think there needs to be a balance, but I'm very irritable, meaning that I don't give allowance much, and I think women like sometimes. Let me say some women like to be little girls.
Yes.
Okay, and they like to sometimes when they want to get their way, they put that little silly voice on.
Yeah.
And that grates me. Like I've told a woman before, like stop talking like that. Like talk like an adult.
Yes.
And sometimes women want to be babies around men, and I don't want to. I don't want a dependent. Now, most of my friends who are in long relationships, I don't get advice from single. I get advice from my married friends or those in 10-year plus relationships. And they said, Gabriel, this is just women. Like if you, and if you're not going to be able to accept that, then stay single.
No, but
so now I'm actually going therapy now to try and. It's not good though. I don't think it's.
It's not bad.
Because I cut them off like this sometimes.
Yeah, but bro, I've been doing that for a lot of my life.
Do you want a family?
No, but bro, it's not even that. Here's the thing though, because I've had long-term relationships before, but in between that, you see when man say sassy and that, it's because bro, I have a very short fuse for bullshit, bro. Because I'm so driven in my own life and what I want to do for myself. You need to enhance what's going on already, or you can leave my space.
But how do you do that with a woman though? Because you can't. It's going to be. I think it'll be very difficult.
You don't no, it's not difficult.
You don't
no, bro. Listen, you gotta understand, yeah. Like, obviously, I'm assuming that you would have grown up in a family, a Christian family, whether you believe in it. Well, there you go. So, in the Bible, women are supposed to be a helpmate of men. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of time now, modern women don't want to be helpmates. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, brother, in football, there's only one captain, you know.
Yeah.
You know them way there, and there's one manager.
But this is a but. There's a but though. And my caveat to this is this. Yes, I believe this should be the dynamic, but not all men know how to lead.
No, they don't know.
So just by virtue of being a man doesn't mean you should just be the captain or leader. And I think this is where the problem is.
No, but if a woman is a decent woman, and she's been raised by a decent man, she should be able to ascertain what a leader looks like, because your father should be there. If your father hasn't been there, if your father hasn't been a good leader and she can't identify that you're a loser, then that's her problem and a you problem. But more so, if you're a man like you that have put yourself in a position where you can build certain things, you have certain qualities, as men, we can compare ourselves to what's going on around us pretty comfortably. We understand where we stand. Do you know what I mean? The fat brethren knows they're the fat brethren. The short brethren knows they're the short brethren. You know what I mean? The brethren that don't get gal.
Ugly man.
Yeah, he knows.
Ugly man.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows who the guy that's just there to be funny, but he's not going to get no gal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows where they sit within male friendships. You know what I mean? We're very good at hierarchy. Like a lot of the time, women aren't. So because of the thing is, because we understand the hierarchy, it's like we can look at other people and we can say in life, we've got to a certain point where we don't have to take certain things. We just don't need to. And that makes you sassy, my brother.
If you want to, but my thing is that, okay, let me just talk for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how conducive that is going to be for me, because I'm so irritable when I think an adult should be an adult. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like,
you just haven't met the right woman.
But people say that you haven't met the right one.
You haven't though.
But maybe I haven't, or maybe I have, and maybe it's just I don't know. But it's just the silly little tiny things that I'm just like.
No, there's certain things that you have to give a pass for because you understand this is just women. And
I'm not giving passes for them.
Nah, but the thing is, this is when you need to look at what they're doing, because you said you were raised by your mum. Do you know what I mean? I spent a lot of time with a lot of women around me because I had my 2 older sisters and my mum in the same yard. So there's certain things that every girl I've been with, they've done something. I'd be like, yeah, cool, my mum does this, it's annoying. She's just a woman. Like, man can't get rid of that. Do you know what I mean? It comes with, you know what I mean, with the biology. Like, when they do foolishness, like they'll ask you idiot questions, like for no reason. Like, you'll be sitting down on the sofa and she'll be like, oh, you going to the fridge? And it's like, I'm watching the TV like you, blood. If you want something in the fridge, just ask me to get you a drink. Like, you know the one, like, are you going to the fridge? Like, you know them dumb things.
Don't go around the corner.
That's it.
Don't to be direct.
To be direct. But it's those things that, for instance, that maybe your girl might say to you, oh, if I was an elephant, would you still love me?
Yes.
I remember one time I was like, I said, what?
Yeah, and you say.
I don't practice
You either say no or you say you are an elephant.
Like,
I still love
you
you.
know, like for instance,
Now we both mad.
Okay, so Chisel, let's say your girl says to you, oh, do you miss me? Yeah. And you genuinely don't miss her.
No, I say no.
And say, now, for instance, my boys have told me, Gabriel, if your girl says to you, do you miss her? You're meant to say yes.
No, you're not.
But then this is where the problem is.
You're not. You haven't met the right woman.
That's
what
lies
you're
in
telling
deceit.
me.
But I'm not gonna miss her.
Yeah.
No, listen.
You've been in my house for 3 nights.
You haven't met the right woman.
But you've been in my house 3 nights. You're leaving now. Why would I miss you?
Yeah, but exactly, bro. But this is because you haven't met the right woman, yeah. Because you know what it is. You know what you know what I learned about myself is that everything you're saying, that's me, bro. But the difference is, yeah, I never used to explain myself to women before. But now, if I like her, I will sit her down and explain to her. Like, I'll say, no, I won't miss you. Because I've seen you for the last 2 days. And I got stuff to do. Do you know what I'm saying? I won't just say no.
No, but even when you even explain that.
No, she'll get upset and she'll get over it, my brother.
But she's upset.
Yeah, but she can be upset. It's okay.
You think you tell a woman that the woman will say to you, oh, I miss you. You'll be like, oh, okay, that's nice. She's like, oh, you don't miss me back? And you're like, no.
How do you know?
She's like, why didn't you miss me? And I'm like, because you just left.
I'm busy working.
That's why I think relationships are silly, bro. Because like people say about like about having a second family thing. Oh, if you're gonna tell the truth and have 2 families, whatever, that's cool, that's fine. But if you were to have a second family and lie about it, things are smooth. But now you're a liar, and if she finds out, it's terrible. But like a lot of the relationships built on lies. Because if she says, oh, do you miss me? And you say, yeah, you're a fucking liar, bro.
But that's why you should be honest, bro. When you meet the right woman and you're honest to her, she'll be like, oh, that's him being him again. And she'll just laugh it off, bro. Like, you just ain't met the right woman, I'm telling you. Because the thing is, I'm very much like...
Is there a right woman?
Yeah, but there is in terms of... in terms of temperament, but also, like I said, yeah, I test for compliance when I meet a woman because...
They're going to clip that, what you just said.
Clip it. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, you know...
When you say
when I say test for compliance, yeah, the only way, yeah, listen, as a man, and you all agree with me,
like obedience or
no, compliance. No,
compliance is like obedience. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not obedience, bro. You gotta understand, yeah, with women, yeah, if a woman loves you, there's nothing she won't do for you. There's women that were holding guns for man. Do you understand what I'm saying? If a woman loves you, she'll do anything. So it could be something little like, if you're going out on a date with a woman or something like that, for instance, and you might say to her, oh, what you wearing? Boom, boom, boom. Do you know what I mean? Oh, just send me a picture and that. Send me a picture of what you're wearing or whatever. Or if she's going shopping and whatever. I just do little things and ask them to do stuff that I like because I'm like, let me see if she'll do it. Because, bruv, if a woman likes you enough, she'll do stuff. Do you know what I mean? If she's coming to your yard and you say, yo, on the way here, can you grab a boom 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 from the shop and she's making noise about it? Are you alright?
But that could be
do you want to clear it up? The compliance.
That could be interpreted as controlling.
No. Yeah, but you can interpret
that could be.
Yeah.
But what else is it though?
Yeah, but bro, listen. Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. Because they'll say it's controlling. Yeah, but guess what? Controlling falls under protection. Because if I say, yo, I don't want you to go out dressed like that, yeah, it's for your own protection, bro. I'm not trying to control you. It's because I know I know the dangers that are outside. So there's a certain element of control, yeah, that comes with protection. Because when we were younger and we wanted to go out and your mum was like, be home by 10 o'clock, it's because she's trying to protect you, blood.
The rebuttal's going to be though, but she's not a child, she's an adult woman. Okay, and the argument's going to be is, you saying what are you wearing, and then you saying generally, you know what, babes, you shouldn't be wearing that. Why? Because like it's a bit short, and you know what the world is like. Someone could argue and say that is controlling.
They could argue it, but it's not a fact. Because if we were out and you were dressed in a certain way, yeah, that I told you not to dress, yeah, and a man says something to you, you're gonna expect me to protect you now. But I told you not to wear that. So what happens when my man mashes me up? Because do you understand what I'm saying? What happens when my man mashes me up?
If you're genuinely saying it from that angle, then I get it.
Man are always saying it from that angle, bro, because you see, I'm the kind of man.
I think it's easy to conflate with just man being insecure.
No, listen, no. I'm the kind of man. If my girl is with me, she can dress a way that I wouldn't want her to dress when she's not with me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when she's with me, I'm like, cool, you're with me. So you're dressing a way that you know that I like. You're dressing like that for me, which is amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you're dressing like that for next man and I'm in the yard, what are you doing?
Okay, if this is the angle you're coming from, I get it. Because remember, if I'm meant to protect you, please don't put yourself in situations that I'm going to get drawn out.
But women say it's controlling.
So if that's where it's genuinely coming from, where it's a point of that. No, because there are some
to Eden Lounge. Because you phoned me crying out of the phone.
There are some guys.
I just want to bet in my car.
There are some guys who are not talking from that point of view.
Yeah, that's what
some guys are talking it from a controlling point of view. But if you're saying, babes, look, I'm here to protect you in it. I don't want you going to that rave because that rave's gonna kick off, and there are certain brothers in there that's gonna cause a problem.
Yes.
She then decides to go there and gets into pass and it's like, babes, what did I tell you?
Yeah,
If it's from that angle,
You're incompatible.
I get it. But if it's from an angle of where, no, you look good, and I don't want other guys looking at you looking good because I'm jealous, then that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, but again, jealousy, yeah, as a man, like, why are we not normalizing it, bro?
No, I'm not jealous.
No. There's different levels of not necessarily jealous, but we are territorial. We are. Do you know what I'm saying? And that can be construed as jealousy when maybe it's not jealousy. It's territory.
But I like brothers looking at my girl.
I do as well.
Hold on, sir. What?
Oh, I do as well.
What do you mean?
but
Okay,
I'm
this
with her.
no. Let me tell you something here.
Go on.
If I leave my girl at the bar,
Yeah.
yeah, I've stood back and seen brothers move into my girl.
Yeah, but you're there, so it's different.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I'm
no,
loving
no.
it.
I'm telling you this for free.
And you're just watching it.
And
Nice,
yes,
you get attention.
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong. I'm not with my girl because I want the male
But she
approval.
knows how to handle herself.
But
Yeah.
I know that, for instance, for you to be my girl, like my girl, yeah, I know that I can leave her around savages and she's fine.
Yes.
That's why she's my girl.
Yes.
Like sometimes when people are making themselves girlfriends, they put themselves in situations with girls who are a bit up and down. See me? I need to have peace of mind because I know how fragile my ego is. So I need to know that I can leave my girl somewhere. So when I leave my girl at the bar, I've been out with my girl,
Yeah.
and she's at the bar, and I've stood there watching brothers move to her. I've been on holiday and I've seen brothers move. I love it.
Yes, I agree.
I'm not jealous.
Yeah, but
think,
it's because you're there. You know the ones
If-
there.
if not-
When I'm there,
Go on.
I'm completely cool with that because I know, yeah, that I can handle myself, so we're not in danger. If you tell a man no and he don't like it, I can step in now. Do you understand? So
Yes,
it's
but
completely different. If I'm not there, then it's a different thing. Now you have to protect yourself.
But that's why I'm different though, because even my ex will watch this. She's been on holiday and I've told her to go on guys' tables. Drink their drink.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on here.
Hey, yo,
Right. This is what I wanted. Bro, this is what I wanted to address.
No, drink their
Bro.
drink.
Drink and drink.
You know what everybody putting in the drinks,
No,
bro?
look, obviously use discernment.
Nah, you didn't love
But
her,
use
man.
discernment. But when she's with her girls,
Yeah.
like she might have two or three single girls she's with. Go and party, cause I know you're not doing nothing. That's me. I don't get jealous.